although generally I hate airports and flying with a passion now, I always find that traveling is a really good opportunity, really useful opportunity to kind of reflect on your life in general and your studying in particular, and actually have the opportunity to step away from the daily grind and think, how am I doing? Am I achieving what I want to? Am I on track? And so just since I've been traveling to the airport here, on the way I've been thinking about my project to learn Chinese characters for the last few months and how it's been going. And I think it's fair to say that this Chinese character project has not gone exactly as I planned, but at the same time I didn't really expect it to. Whenever I set out with a project of 3 to 6 months, it never goes how I really planned. And in this case, what's happened is that I just got really bored of working through lists of Chinese characters one after the other. It was fun at first, and it was really good for getting a head start and getting a leg up, but I very quickly got kind of bored of it, and I wanted to start applying what I was learning to real life and to real communication, and that's what I did. So really for the last month or so, although my progress has been slowing down and I haven't been systematically learning characters as I would like to, what I really have tried to do is start to read a lot of Chinese and to actually text with friends that I've made online, basically reading and writing Cantonese with people in apps and things like that. And that's been super useful because although generally what I found is a lot of the kind of daily vocabulary, a lot of the daily verbs and nouns and things that you need to use are actually quite complex, and they're much more complicated than you might encounter if you were working through a graded list. Once you learn them, you can really use them over and over again. And so I'm kind of getting to a point now where if I'm messaging back and forth with someone online in Cantonese, I can, with the help of a dictionary every now and again, I can pretty much have a kind of coherent conversation which I'm writing Chinese and reading it, and that's really, really cool. One of the things I really don't understand about air travel sometimes is you check in online in advance and then you get to the airport and you have to queue up for half an hour to do something else. Weird. I think what I see the big danger as being now, I'm pretty sure that when I arrive in Hong Kong, which is in about a week, 10 days from now, I'm pretty confident I'm going to start to read and write a lot and use it for daily conversation, because I'm almost there anyway, which is great. But I think the danger is I'm going to sort of slip into a plateau, or I got kind of very comfortable hole, if you like, very comfortable rut of being good with kind of daily pleasantries and niceties and things like that, but still being completely stuck whenever it comes to anything useful, anything more serious, So I think one of the things I'm going to do when I arrive in Hong Kong is try to look for a teacher or someone who can help me keep up that systematic process, because I think it's funny, this thing that I've found with Chinese characters, although I kind of quicker than I thought, I've got to a general level of competence actually using them to read and write with people. I think that in order to really improve and to really be able to read fluently, if you like, if that is even a term, to read fluently. But if that's the aim, then because there's such a huge volume still to learn, I'm going to have to keep up some kind of systematized approach to it. And I think I found that a teacher is great for that, because they just keep you accountable. The 3 tools that have been working really, really well for me that I would definitely recommend you check out are, number 1, Skritter, because Skritter is just so cool for having a place that you can practice those Chinese characters wherever you are. The second one is Hello Talk, and Hello Talk's been really great for actually getting in touch with Cantonese speakers and practicing writing. The third one has been Do Chinese, DU Chinese. It's a really cool app where they have graded texts that you can look them up really, really easily. I'll link to all of these 3 in the description below, so definitely check those out. I'm going to go and grab a coffee before my flight to New York, and we'll see where I go from here.